Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Gray's Tap Room podcast. I am your co-host, Mike, and joining me as always.
Me.
Yep, there you go.
Me. The trash can Dabi. Trash can.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So we're back after a week hiatus. The episode you guys heard this last week, it was previously recorded. If you didn't see that in the show notes already,
Yep.
Because we took a week off because we went to watch SmackDown instead of let's go watch SmackDown on the TV.
Yeah, we were literally like in the stands.
Yes, and if you saw Cody Rhodes, you saw us because we were the little parrot. We were his conscience on his shoulder.
We were all three of us.
Yes,
I had a sign. I think the sign was shown, but
Yeah.
I couldn't see it during SmackDown. I thought we were close enough, but I guess we weren't. But that's
you weren't holding the sign up at the time.
I guess. But no, if you pause it, when Cody Rhodes is in the ring and the camera would be to his left, we are on his left shoulder.
Yep. You saw my Austin 316 shirt.
And your camera. You were
And my phone. Yeah, I had my phone up because I recorded the whole thing.
Literally almost the whole thing. I hurt my knee.
Yeah. For Chelsea Green.
I told everybody on socials that it's going to be a really good story for the podcast.
And I posted it and Chelsea Green liked it.
She did. Fucking fangirl. When
solidifying your friendship with
my best friend.
Yes.
I'm not a weird psycho when it comes to stuff like that.
It is Chelsea Green, though.
But it is. God damn.
So you are officially a member of the Secret Hervis.
Yes.
You are Slagent Trash Can. You are a Slagent.
I like that.
You are a Slagent. Well, that's what she calls her fans is Slagents. You are a patriot of the Slagent service.
Yep. Especially after the injury. So
or the Secret Hervis.
So it was Kari Sane and Tiffany Stratton.
Yep.
And I had to pee really bad. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to go pee right now because I really don't like Tiffany and I don't really care for Kari Sane right now. Like, this is going to be my break because I knew that there were going to be better matches.
You will not speak ill of Kari Sane in this house.
I mean, she's good, but I'm not a fan.
Okay. I love Kari Sane.
That's cool.
She's
a bitch.
Comedy relief.
I know. She's also Asuka's bitch, but
she's better than Asuka, honestly, I think.
Okay, there's a weird lady walking down our street with a bonnet, and she's like weaving.
We literally live in the south end of Louisville.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, so
what are you new here?
I'm gonna go pee because I at this point had 3, 4, 5 beers.
Well, we kind of walked off the ones that we had at Parlor.
No, I had to pee.
Oh, that yeah.
So I had 3 pints and then 2 really big tall boys.
Yeah.
So I had to pee and I peed. I was going pee. I get to the bathroom. I sit down, start peeing, and Mike texts me. He said, Chelsea Green just came out.
In all caps with like 5 exclamation points.
Yes. And at this point, I am pushing, I'm giving birth to hurry it up. And then I run to the sink and I'm thinking really quickly as I'm on my way to the sink, do I wash my hands or am I gross? Do I wash my hands? I should have went with gross, but that's okay. I washed my hands. And as I'm coming out of the stall, I am screaming, Chelsea Green! It's Chelsea Green! I'm missing Chelsea Green!
So as soon as her music hit, me and Gunnar both looked up to see if you were coming and you were not.
Because I literally just sat down.
I'm a hot mess. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa.
And so as I'm rounding the corner to the right to go wash my hands, I'm screaming, Chelsea Green, oh my God, it's my best friend. I love her so much. It's Chelsea Green. This older lady was standing at the sink and I was like, I gotta hurry. So I'm shaking my hands. I said, fuck towels. She goes, go, baby, go, baby, go. Like she's cheering me on. I was like, fuck yeah, that gave me the pump that I needed. I'm already buzzed.
You had to go come see your Madam President.
Yes, absolutely. So I was rounding the very last corner before you get through the curtains where our stairs were.
Yeah.
I rounded that corner. My leg stayed. My body turned to the right to go around that corner. And I felt a pop.
Yeah.
I felt my knee pop.
How's it feeling now? A lot better?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 4.
In pain?
In pain.
That's still something.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it was that night and Saturday.
That's true.
I could barely move on Saturday.
At least you could walk with your knee injury.
Well,
I had to take 2 days off work.
Yeah, the 20. Well, you're dumb and decided to jump on a trampoline and bend your knees backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't bend my knees backwards. I just twisted it.
My knee didn't go backwards. It went sideways.
No.
It went to the left.
Yeah.
But the whole leg went to the left from the knee down.
Entire leg.
Yeah.
So I felt the pop and I was ignoring it. And I was like, okay, I just got to get down there. So I get down there and I'm like, oh my God. So I get a picture of the back of Chelsea Green's head, which is the most beautiful
back of
the head ever.
Of anybody to ever exist ever.
Yep.
Since the dawn of the human race.
And I really want to listen to the part of SmackDown when Chelsea Green is there, because I am 99.9% sure you can hear me scream, I love you, Chelsea Green.
She did turn around when you did that.
I'm pretty sure you could hear that because it was dead silent. And that's when I was like, it's my moment.
Yep.
So that's when I screamed it. So we need to go back and find that, just Chelsea Green sitting there doing commentary.
Yeah.
She might have not heard me 100%.
She had headphones on, and and Joe Testero and was in her ear. And
so that sucked. And then
Wade Barrett,
6-block walk back to the car.
Yeah.
But I would have rather walked to the car, jumped in, and we were on the first floor of the parking garage, pulled out and went straight home.
You did get to see Chelsea Green.
I got to see Chelsea Green. I shared oxygen with Chelsea.
You did. You shared you were in the same building at the same time.
Oh my God, I was in the same building.
Yeah.
I was also in the same building as R-Truth.
Yeah.
My male bestie.
No. He's following me.
No, he's following me first.
Actually, he's following both of us.
Yes, he is, but he followed
and the
first.
show.
He followed me first.
Okay.
He really did.
Well, he saved the best for last. It's fine. On this week's episode.
But those two are my favorites until I can see more of Danhausen, of course.
You got to see Cody Rhodes in a suit in front of you?
Oh my God, I did.
He didn't roll up the sleeves though.
Damn it.
Damian Priest was not in the house, and congratulations to the Viper.
Yep.
On his Elimination Chamber victory.
Of course.
OVW alumni.
Yep. I'm just sad that Damian Priest was not there.
Yeah.
Very
Randy Orton was here though.
Not the same.
It's Randy Orton.
It's Damian Priest.
He's way cooler than Damian Priest.
No, I'm not saying that Randy Orton's not cool. I'm saying he is cool, but it's Damian Priest.
Saw the future 15-time WWE champion.
I wanted Bobby.
You wanted Poppy?
I wanted the Poppy.
El Campeon?
Yes. Please.
SmackDown was fun though. I had a fucking
It would have been more fun if we weren't in the seats that I picked.
I liked them.
No, they were great seats, but I'm talking about the wet noodles that were next to us.
Oh yeah, those dorks. That's fine. But I didn't let those idiots take the vibe away that I was feeling all night.
Get up every half an hour to go take a piss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking beer. That's what beer does.
I know.
Next time we will get aisle seats.
Yeah. It'll be Raw next time. Next time it's here, it's gonna be Raw again.
Well,
because they rotate.
SmackDown is in Lexington, May 22nd.
Okay, we're going to that.
Jeff, can we stay the night?
Can we crash?
There's also multiple hotels in Lexington
that
we can stay at that I could ask.
Maybe we could find out where Chelsea Green is staying and be get adjoining rooms and just be besties.
Knock, knock, knock. Chelsea. Chelsea.
Like Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah. And then she'd probably have me arrested.
Wait, no, Matt Cardona. Me and him can talk about action figures, and you two can just drink wine and be girls and paint your nails.
Wine hurts.
If Chelsea Green tells you to drink wine, you'll drink whatever.
I'm drinking whatever she wants me to drink. She wants me to drink toilet water. Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
You'll drink whatever.
Absolutely.
She says you'll drink, and you'll like it, and then you'll thank her.
Yep. I really feel though that
you could just get drunk with Chelsea Green all night
because of Chelsea Green's personality. I feel like me and
it's you and Heather
personality. No,
you're opposites.
Well, yeah, but we have the same personality, like very similar, except she is more girly. She would be me if I was a girl.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on.
I
am a girl. I am a lady. I'm a woman.
If you were a girly girl,
that's it.
If you were a Barbie doll, you would be Chelsea Green.
Yes. If I was more woman
girl,
like
no, I bet she likes to laugh at her own farts and all that too.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
She might
For
be
the
more
love
like
of God,
you.
don't I will tweet that out right the fuck
Chelsea
now.
Green, do you laugh at your fart in the bathtub, laugh your ass off?
I want to know if she also wears Burger King crowns.
I no, definitely not. She is
she is from Canada.
She is the complete opposite of that.
She just still farts in bathtubs and laughs. I wonder if she does.
She's
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
No, give me.
We don't hate people that are different than us, like some people.
Yeah. A lot of people hate us. Well, a lot
they
of
hate me because of you, but
me.
that's fine. I don't care. I wasn't friends with any of those people anyway.
So let's see here. For those of you listening who know
keeping count
what went down, I am
they don't.
Oh fuck. 50.
Down 50?
I am down 50 as of 3 weeks ago.
Oh, is that it? I lose more than that.
No,
I don't even have to do anything.
I almost had 500 and now I'm down to 449.
Oh, well, it's 51.
Or no. 4. Hold on, it had an 8. No, 2? I don't know. I know it's at least 50 roundabout.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Go me. So, I know who my real friends are. Anyway.
Well, now that we got the ha-has out of the way, let's kind of bring the vibe of this show down.
Bring the vibe down.
This is a WWE episode.
Of course.
But this is also our first true crime episode since the West Memphis 3 last year.
In 2026, this is our first true crime.
We haven't done one since February last year.
So because I didn't know
this week we are talking about the crippler, the rabid Wolverine, Chris Benoit.
Yep. And I knew nothing. I did watch a documentary last night, but that doesn't even scratch the surface of what you have told me.
It did.
No. It dove into it, but it didn't scratch the surface of like oh fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? The conspiracy theories and shit.
Right. But because of Kevin Sullivan and
leading up to it. But anyway.
So the conspiracy goes. I'm going to get that out of the way first.
You don't want to talk about it for those of
you
listening?
Well, that's not in the notes because I had to because we have our live happening in an hour. I had to cut some of that out. The not Kevin Sullivan stuff is more important. Like what the news showed us and all that.
Right.
Is more. There's more info on that.
Right.
So that's what I went with.
You can go with the conspiracy theories if we have time for it. So
okay,
let's go ahead and dive in. Like I said, I knew nothing about it. I knew that it was labeled as a murder suicide.
Yes.
And that's all I knew. I didn't know who was involved. I just knew he died.
Yeah.
I didn't know how he died. I didn't know who, like anybody, anything.
Right.
So that was a really good documentary, I do have to say.
So I want to let everyone know that before we get into this, I know how to separate the art from the artist.
Oh, 100%.
And I will say, when it came to professional wrestling, Chris Benoit was one of the best in the game to ever lace up a pair of boots ever. And I will not take that from him. What he did in his personal life sucked. And for that, fuck him.
Right.
But when it came to being in the ring as a WWE superstar
on the show,
he was, putting on the show. Damn near, he was perfect in every sense of the imagination. He was perfect. Kurt Angle himself said that he hates a lot of this because Chris Benoit was his favorite opponent of all time. And because of all the WWE won't let you see any of the matches they had together. And that takes so much away from Kurt Angle's career.
Yeah. Because they had a lot.
Yes.
I knew that they had a lot.
Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit had some of the greatest matches of all time.
Because they were very similar.
Yes.
In their, not just styles, but their body shape, the way that they moved. And
well, when it came to wrestling as a sport, not pro wrestling, but actual wrestling.
Right.
They read each other like a book that you've read 100 times.
Right.
That's how well they knew each other in the ring.
Because they were, I mean, it's literally almost a carbon copy of each
other. Chris Jericho as well.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho as well. Chris Jericho is one of the greatest to ever lace a pair of boots.
Oh, I forgot our co-star again.
Oh, Lucy. Yeah, Lucy. Yep. But so I just wanted to get that out into the air. So if I do praise Chris Benoit, that's why I praise him, because of his talent in the ring, and that it begins and ends there. So Chris Benoit was born May 21st, 1967 in Montreal, Canada. He trained in the Hart Dungeon, which was founded by Stu Hart, the father of Bret Hart and Owen Hart. So for those of you that don't know, Stu Hart was an old man when he opened this dungeon, and he would have young professional boxers come in there and to train, and he would just stretch those kids out. Like, he would fuck up professional young fighters, and him being an old man in the dungeon that he created. And that's where Owen and Bret trained and became as great as they are. Well, Chris Jericho as well.
Trained there.
Yeah. All lots of Canadian legend pro wrestlers came from there. Natty Neidhart, she runs it now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Her dad, Jim Neidhart, trained there under Stu, and that he became kind of he's not related to the family, but
like an uncle.
Yeah.
Or
he's like,
cool cousin or something.
More or less, yeah. Like a non-blood family member.
Gotcha.
That's Natty.
Well,
she's running it now.
Okay, gotcha.
But that's the Hart Dungeon. Chris Benoit wrestled in New Japan, ECW, WCW, and WWE. Started his career in 1995 with his best friend Eddie Guerrero. Yep. Same time. They all came up in WCW. Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn.
Yep.
All started in WCW together. Chris Benoit is a 4-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and he won the 2004 Royal Rumble. At WrestleMania 20, Chris Benoit won the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event, celebrating with his best friend Eddie Guerrero in one of wrestling's most emotional moments. Eddie was undisputed champion, and his best friend Chris Benoit was World Heavyweight Champion. So on the documentary last night.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's was.
I asked you, and you said, "Oh, I don't know."
Well, I wanted to. All of the I don't knows I was saving for this.
Gotcha. That's kind of what I thought it was.
Surprises.
Because they both, after Benoit won his, Eddie jumped into the ring with his belt, and they both were just like.
Well, Eddie won his first, not at WrestleMania.
I know, but Eddie jumped in and was so proud.
Yeah.
And they both held their belts, is what I'm saying.
Right.
And they were like hugging and crying and.
Yeah.
Not really crying, but you could see they were holding back tears.
Oh, they were crying. They were crying. When you're having a moment like that, you can't help but throw some tears out and cry a little bit.
Yeah.
But Eddie Guerrero died in November of 2005. And I think this is where Chris Benoit started to have his downward spiral.
Well, I mean, just watching it in the documentary of how close he was to
They were
Eddie,
brothers. Yeah.
And
they were brothers.
And Jericho, like just those two. Like it didn't feel like he made a connection with anybody else.
And Chavo.
Well, and Chavo.
Chavo Guerrero, Eddie's nephew.
Yeah. But him going through the documentary and listening to what they had to say of, Benoit lost his way and Eddie was super religious. So he kind of like helped Chris
find
religion, and Chris Benoit like really started to get into it, and he was following it.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime that he had a problem or an issue, he would go to Eddie for anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be me and Heather. Like if I lost Heather,
yeah,
I think I would lose it, but we would have to be doing the same thing every day together. Like,
they spent every day together.
I was going to say, like, if Heather was in the haunt industry.
Yeah.
And, she was my wardrobe person and I was the makeup manager, and we spent literally years. How many years did they spend together?
A lot. Well, they came up together in WCW.
Right.
But they met during their New Japan days together. Eddie Guerrero wrestled under White Tiger as a lucha but in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then they got discovered by WCW and signed there together in 95.
Right.
So they've been together probably about 12, 13 years until to the point of when Eddie passed away.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is it would be like, you and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Like if anything happened to Nick, that's going to be absolutely devastating. Not as much as I think it would be for that, because he literally spent every single fucking day with Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie was his crutch.
They traveled together and everything. Yeah.
I mean, Eddie was like, he was his heart.
He wasn't in the documentary, but you can throw Rey Mysterio into that group, that friend group too.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, more.
I knew Ray and Eddie.
More so Eddie and Ray.
Right.
But the three of them were like
tight, right?
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dean Malenko, of course, who is still alive. Right. His daughter is getting ready to sign WWE. Really? By the way, yeah.
That's
she's
cool.
She's good.
Is she a lucha too?
No, Dean Malenko's daughter. Yeah. No, she's just a regular.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
She's a Tiffany Stratton like stature type of looking appearance. But so here's kind of the timeline of how everything unfolds. Right. On Friday, January 2nd, 2007, Chris Benoit is at his house in Fayetteville, Georgia, and scheduled to appear at a WWE house show with Eddie Guerrero, they were going to travel together, or Chavo, sorry, or Eddie and Chavo. Couldn't make it because he called and said, "Hey, my wife and son are ill, so I'm going to stay home and take care of them, and I'll see you guys at the pay-per-view tomorrow." Mm-hmm. And Chavo said, "Yeah, that's cool, man. We'll let Vince know. We'll cover for you. No worries." Something begins going wrong inside of the Benoit home. So at this point, this is where Nancy was killed first.
Yeah.
She was bound by duct tape and suffocated.
Choked by a phone cord.
Strangled by a phone cord. Her time of death is believed to be that Friday night.
Yeah.
On that same day, Chris Benoit had sent out a series of texts.
Yeah, my dogs are in the pool house.
In the pool house, locked up. The back door is unlocked, and then he told Chavo and Chris Jericho, and Vicky Guerrero, Eddie's wife. I love you. Mm-hmm. Just some, and Chavo was like, okay, that's that. It felt off. It felt off to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when any of my friends text me, "I love you," the first thing I come back with is, "What's wrong?"
Yeah.
Like, you say it like when we're hanging up or we're leaving or, we depart, but you don't randomly just text me, "I love you."
Right.
That's a red flag for me.
Well, like in that documentary, the way Chavo described it, he said, because normally, we tell each other, "I love you." But the tone in his voice when he'd left it in the voice message, he said it felt weird. The way he said it sounded off.
That he was getting a lot of text messages at like 3 a.m.
He had a series of texts.
The dogs are in the pool house. They've been fed. The back door's unlocked. I love you, man. Like weird text messages that you shouldn't be getting at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning before a pay-per-view.
Because normally the way Chavo Guerrero described it is, we always tell each other before we hang up the phone, we always say, "I love you." It's like, "Yeah, I love you, man. Yeah. I love you too." And I'll talk to you later. Okay, cool. Bye.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But the tone that he described in Chris's voice, it felt different that time. Like something feels off. Yeah. Like the vibe was not normal. And I guess he kind of started to suspect something. Well, I'm assuming.
He did say he turned back over and went to sleep because he had to be up in like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, because he was getting ready to catch so he could catch his flight go to, I think it was Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in Texas.
To go wrestle, yeah.
So this is kind of where the first major timeline in question, because what happens next is pretty strange. On Saturday, June 23rd, of 2007.
June or July?
June.
Okay.
Daniel Benoit is killed The reports indicate that Daniel was sedated with Xanax, and after he fell asleep,
He was
Chris
suffocated.
Benoit put a pillow over his head and just suffocated him in his sleep.
Supposedly, Benoit did.
Allegedly, yeah,
Allegedly.
but we'll come to that bridge.
Yep.
Got to wet my whistle with some beers. This means the murders happen over 2 separate days. That detail alone makes the case disturbing and bizarre. But here's the thing where things start to get strange. During the weekend, Benoit sends text messages to several people, including Chavo Guerrero, like we said, and some WWE officials. One of them was a referee whom he was close with. The text included Benoit saying his wife and son were sick, giving the exact address of his home, and then saying that the garage door was open. Now, why would someone committing murder give people instructions on how to find, bodies?
Right.
That's kind of weird. On Sunday, June 24th, Chris Benoit took his own life. Now, the day before, after Nancy and Daniel had both already been killed, he was in his office looking up ways to take your own life, but not painful. There was some Bible scripture on his computer as well. All this stuff was on his computer. Excuse me. It wouldn't be a tap room if I didn't burp into the mic.
Nope.
But take a drink. But but no, that was some odd stuff that the police found on his laptop after they went through it after they were doing their investigation at the crime scene. So Benoit had hung himself in his gym. He had put a bunch of weights on a cable and he had a towel around his neck and then the cord to that, which is weird to why would you want to hide the strangulation marks
or make it softer?
I mean, you're killing yourself. Why do you need to make it? That's weird to me.
That's very strange. Now I can understand it if you're a woman, because they say that women who commit suicide, they do it in clean ways so that people don't have to clean up after them.
Really?
Yes.
I never knew that.
Yes. They say that majority of the females who commit suicide, they do it very cleanly, whether it's pills or they put themselves in the bathtub.
Do women not blow their heads off?
No.
Really?
Very seldomly do they do that.
Interesting. But can you stop?
More
You're
along the lines of men don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And women, they actually think about, this is going to be a mess to clean up, and I don't want them to have to clean up a whole lot.
Huh. I never knew that.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, I learned a new thing today.
You're welcome.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
I actually learned about that on, I don't think it was a...
Are you watching true crime shit, not telling me?
No, it was like, CSI or
one of those shows.
It was one of the crime shows, but they actually really did put statistics in there for it, stating that females will unalive themselves.
You can say he's killed.
I know.
Suicide.
They would.
We're not PC.
I know. They would kill themselves.
We're not
in a more
liberals.
Clean way.
Yeah.
Than men would.
I never knew that.
Yep. You're welcome.
Interesting. Hey, yeah, no, thank you.
75% of the women do that.
Okay.
Or 80, maybe. I don't know exact numbers.
Yeah. So, as you saw in the doc last night that we watched, Vince McMahon.
Yes. Out and was like, hey,
so not sure how I feel about Vince McMahon right now, but that's fine.
Yeah.
He did bad things, but goddamn it, that man has the marketing brain of a perfect genius.
Yeah. He really
shout out to the Attitude Era.
No, he really does. Not only that, but like he made ticket prices affordable for everybody.
He gave us Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And The Rock and The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan. So say what you want, but the man's a brilliant man. But so
he did come out and he was like, hey, we're gonna put together a video.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going next?
No.
Oh.
On the doc. Vince had well, I'm coming to that actually. I know what you're going for. Yes. Yes. Okay. But no, not that.
Okay.
He called to do a wellness check.
Yes, that's right.
To do a wellness check. No one
He
answered
told
the
one of the
door.
writers or producers to call the police and do a wellness check
Yeah,
because
because he was
it was
concerned.
already 3 o'clock and their call time was like noon and
Yeah,
he wasn't there.
and he was supposed to be at the June, not SummerSlam. So the one before that. I don't remember what that was supposed to be. I'll look it up.
It was 2007 in June.
Yeah, SummerSlam's in August.
But
so
it was Sunday and he had to be there. Or wait, Monday?
Saturday.
It was Saturday he had to be there?
He had to get ready for it on Saturday. Yeah.
No, like he was landing.
Yeah.
On Saturday or Sunday?
Supposed to be Saturday. Because the house show was going to be Friday. That's when he called Chavo and said, I'm not going to make it.
Right. But what doesn't make sense is why did they call a wellness check if he died on a Sunday?
They didn't know he was dead.
I know, but why would they do a wellness check 24 hours later instead of right then and there?
It's Vince McMahon. If you're not,
the show was on Saturday.
If you're not here the day before, then where the fuck are you?
The show was supposed to be on Sunday.
Yeah. You know, when you don't show up for work.
I know. But what I'm saying
like that.
Though is you said it was Saturday.
Yeah.
He called the wellness check-in on Sunday because he was supposed to be there at like noon.
Yeah.
To get ready for the show on Sunday night.
Oh, it was Vengeance, which now we know it's called Night of Champions.
Right.
It was that.
Okay.
Benoit was supposed to have a match with CM Punk.
Oh.
Yeah. WWE replaced him. Punk wins the ECW. It was an ECW championship world title match. CM Punk won it.
Okay.
So they had to put Punk over.
But if he died on a Sunday and they did the wellness check on a Monday, wouldn't that have been for like a Monday night Nitro or something?
No. It was supposed to be for
event. It was like a big thing on a Sunday.
Yeah, pay-per-views used to be on Sundays.
Okay.
But you're supposed to be in the city at the arena the day before. At this time.
He
wasn't.
Because he said his wife and kid was sick.
On Friday.
But did he say that on Saturday?
No. No one heard from him on Saturday.
Okay. But I thought it said in the documentary he was supposed to be there no later than 12 p.m. on Sunday.
No, he was supposed to be there by 12 p.m. on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I misheard.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there. So Sunday is when Vince was like, hey, we need a wellness check.
And Chavo was blowing his phone up, text calls, and nothing. And that's when Chavo went to Vince and said, hey,
something's wrong.
Something's fucked up. Can we call? I can't get a hold of Chris. He's not answering his phone. He's not answering his cell phone, house phone, whatever.
Right.
I'm getting kind of worried because Chris Benoit was
on point,
either
immediate.
Yeah.
Immediate response.
Early is on time is late.
Right.
Is Chris Benoit's mindset.
Right.
Perfection. And Chavo knowing that, and Chris Jericho knowing that,
right.
Where the fuck? Something's not right. If he's not here, something's wrong.
Yep. So
on Sunday is when Chris Benoit was when he took his life. Here's WWE learns something is wrong. Sunday afternoon, Benoit missed the scheduled event. That event was WWE Vengeance Night of Champions. Right. Benoit was supposed to wrestle CM Punk for the ECW World Title. Instead, WWE replaced Chris Benoit and Punk won the ECW World Championship. At this point, WWE believes Chris Benoit has a family emergency. Monday, this is when the bodies were discovered. Police conduct a welfare check on Monday. Mm-hmm. So, yes.
Okay.
At Chris Benoit's house, inside the home, the police discover Nancy Benoit, Daniel Benoit, and Chris in that order. Within hours, the wrestling world is in shock at this point.
Well, I remember
that same. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I remember in the documentary, they said that when they first entered, everything seemed normal. Nothing was out of place. Then they went into the master bedroom and Nancy was there on the floor.
Yes.
And then they went upstairs to see what was upstairs, and they found Daniel in his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were checking everywhere else, and they went downstairs to the weight room, and that's where they found Chris.
Yeah. And there was a kitchen knife under Daniel's bed.
Yeah. Which was definitely weird.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it didn't have blood on it or anything.
But I do remember that the neighbor lady came over when the police, before they entered, and they were like, "Hey, can you get the dogs?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, they love me." And like, she didn't need to leash them or hold their collars or anything. She was just like, "Come on, guys." And then like, she went back into the house to get the dogs, and she found Nancy and like ran back out and was like, "Ah!"
Well, that same neighbor saw somebody bringing over like some trays of food for the walnut to make sure, everything is okay, just to bring him something to eat, for whatever reason. Right. But that was the same neighbor that called about the dogs. Yeah. Sorry. So on Raw that next night, they canceled Raw.
Refunded tickets and everything.
Yeah. It was an empty arena, and it was just Vince in the ring talking about, letting everyone, the world know Chris Benoit has passed away. And at this point, Vince didn't know shit.
He's dead.
They just knew that one of their biggest draws, Chris Benoit, had passed away. So Vince did like a 3-hour tribute just to Chris Benoit,
where he had all of the performers who wanted to say something about Chris.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Right.
What happened, because of course detectives were still working the case.
Yeah.
No one knew the final details. They just knew that Chris was gone.
Right. And one of those people that did a video tribute was William Regal, who happened to live in the same neighborhood as Chris Benoit. And what he said, I don't know if you heard it in his segment, his tribute, but it sounded off.
Oh yeah, the weird guy.
Yeah.
The weird guy who was like,
he's British.
Well,
he's not weird. He's just British. I love William Regal. War Games.
But no, the way he was, everybody else was like, oh, Chris Benoit was like, he was like the wrestler of all wrestlers, and
a loving father, husband,
loved his wife and his son, and he was just like, yeah, he was cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, William Regal only talked about in the ring.
In the ring, yeah.
Chris Benoit,
talk about not Chris Benoit outside as
being a dad and a husband, to 2 boys and all that stuff like everyone else did.
No, we'll get to that point.
Which led to believe that, okay, something that's weird.
I have a question when we get to the end of this.
Okay. So like I said, Raw was canceled that night. And then on the 26th of June, the story breaks, and investigators reveal the truth. It was a double murder suicide. Immediately, WWE removes Benoit from their history. His matches disappear from programming, and his name becomes almost taboo in wrestling. This is where the conspiracy theories really begin. There's a Wikipedia mystery about it. Okay. So here's the Kevin Sullivan shit. Mm-hmm. One of the most famous conspiracy points. Hours before the bodies were discovered, a Wikipedia edit appeared.
Oh.
The edit said Nancy Benoit had died. This edit happened 14 hours before police found the bodies.
Interesting.
So there's that. The edit was traced to a computer in Connecticut. And
where is he from?
Who, Benoit?
No.
Who? Where is the WWE headquarters? In Stamford, Connecticut. Investigators later said it was a coincidence. But conspiracy theorists still point to it. Mm-hmm. That was weird.
That is weird.
And then there's the steroid theory.
Yeah.
Media immediately blamed steroids because it was a cool way for them to take a shot at WWE because if you like pro wrestling, you're a dork.
Right.
Fuck you.
Well, that's kind of what they said towards the end of it on the second part is, they were trying to, it feels like they were trying to make fun of them and make it seem like all of the whole thing was the F word.
Yeah.
and like they're just pumping iron, shooting steroids, doing drugs, having sex, drinking alcohol just to say that's their job.
Right.
And
it
then
was
beating the
a rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit,
Right.
I think. Unless you're Shawn Michaels in the early 90s. So the media blamed steroids. Reports suggested Benoit was abusing them. This connected to the larger wrestling steroid scandal happening at the time. But toxicology reports showed steroids were present, not considered the cause of the murders. This shifted attention toward another possibility, CTE.
Yeah. Well, you got to pause on that.
Okay.
You got to remember, though, in the police report, they found a lot of alcohol and wine bottles and beer cans all over.
Yeah. In the gym where Chris was found, there was an empty bottle of wine, but there was no wine. There was no alcohol in his body, toxicology report when they did the autopsy.
Yep.
Which is strange. However, if you hang yourself by suicide, do you know what happens to your body? It releases everything. You piss and shit yourself, it all comes out. So that's one thing.
Could be.
So how do we know that when he died, it just kind of, but it would still be in his bloodstream, though.
Still be in his blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say alcohol stays in your bloodstream for at least 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it also depends on how much you drink as well.
It's a whole ass bottle of wine.
Yeah. And there were also, they said there was beer cans too.
Yeah. In a garbage can.
Yep. So continue because I still have my question.
Okay. So the CTE brain damage. In 2007, Chris Benoit's brain was examined by Julian Bales. The findings were severe.
Bales was he used to be a wrestler.
Yes.
That went back to school and became a doctor of brain stuff.
Yep.
Gotcha. So he knew what he was talking about because they were like, hey, you take one more bump, you're done.
Yeah.
Like you can't take another hit to the head or you're gonna die.
And that's what Chris Benoit's finisher, aside from the crossface,
right,
was the diving headbutt.
Right.
Which he would damn near swan dive under your face.
Nope.
The findings were CTE, brain damage similar to an 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient.
Jesus Christ.
So Chris Benoit, being 38 years old, Jesus. I think, don't hold me to that, I don't know his exact age. But he had the brain of an 85-year-old with Alzheimer's.
Wow.
This discovery changed the conversation about concussions in wrestling and football.
Yeah.
Even with the official explanation, some fans still believe there are unanswered questions. Common conspiracy theories include Benoit was framed, someone else was in the house, the Wikipedia edit indicated prior knowledge, and WWE covered up steroid connections, which I think that's bullshit.
What, steroid?
Yeah. If you watch the doc and what Chris Benoit was talking about, how strict
he was.
Vince McMahon was on.
Yeah.
And if Chris Jericho says it, I believe it's true.
A lot of them said, I don't remember who it was, but a lot of them said that they would test for literally every drug, but it wasn't like a major test. It was just enough so that you could still perform.
Yeah.
It wasn't like pull your hair out or take a blood test. It was literally, you can buy someone's piss in a cup, and that's like, if you passed, you passed.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything big.
Right.
To where, you could still go out and wrestle, but I do believe that Vince McMahon did take all the necessary precautions, but to what extent?
Well, being as valuable of a talent as Chris Benoit was,
he kind of let it. He
wanted to make sure that he was in his prime shape and condition.
If he was using, though, what would he have said to him on the side?
Vince, he wouldn't have let he's not going to let his top guys like that. He's going to make sure they're in prime.
No drugs, nothing
No.
in their system.
Yeah. You better be clean as a pen.
Well, I do know that when Stone Cold came out and was drinking the beers, they were non-alcoholic.
No, they were. They were Budweisers and Coors Lights.
Well, I thought somewhere
No.
that they said that. Well, is that why he drank it after his matches?
Yeah.
Is because
Stone Cold would drink in the ring. When you're Stone Cold Steve Austin, you can do whatever the fuck you want. No, dead ass.
I know, because he drew a lot of fans.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying though is like, how much of that do you think Vince let really slide?
Well, look at Eddie Guerrero.
He let that slide.
No, Eddie Guerrero got fired.
But he came back when he was clean.
He needed a clean bill of health.
But he also hit it very well.
Yeah.
And he was able to pass those said drug tests.
Yeah, but not at first.
Well, no. Because
that's why he got fired.
That's because he was dumb.
It's like the old saying, it's only illegal if you get caught.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unfortunately for Eddie Guerrero, R.I.P. King, I love you. I miss you. You're the best. He just, I don't know.
Succumbed to his addiction.
Yeah. And goddamn, hearing Chavo talk about holding Eddie when he died, that.
Oh, yeah. Hearing his final breaths.
You should hear Rey Mysterio talk about it.
Was he there too?
No, he was on a plane.
Oh. And that was his best friend.
That was his brother. Yeah. Eddie and Ray have been they wrestled together since this is my
practically day one.
This is my first day at work. Oh, hey, mine too. Let's be best friends. Okay. Yeah. Eddie and Ray go further back than Chris Benoit and Eddie.
Right.
Way further.
So do you got more, or is that
the Kevin Sullivan stuff?
Yeah.
So one of the conspiracy theories is that Kevin Sullivan put out a hit on Chris Benoit.
I could see that.
Because Kevin Sullivan, like an idiot, worked himself into a shoot where his wife, Nancy, not at the time Benoit, was supposed to divorce him and end up with Chris Benoit in character on television. So his idea was, if we're gonna keep kayfabe,
right,
you guys need to travel together, be seen in public together, go to dinner together. Also, Kevin Sullivan beat her. He was abusive.
Her sister made that known on the documentary. Is that,
and Chris Benoit was there to hey, if he's hurting you, you can stay with us. You can hang out over here. You're safe here. And Nancy saw that as safety. So she's like, well, if he's beating my ass, fuck him. I'm going to divorce him.
Yeah.
And I'll be with you because you don't do that. And you're super nice. Yeah. Because Chris Benoit was a very nice guy.
Yep.
And that pissed off Kevin Sullivan. And he just never got over that. So he thought, well, if you're going to take my wife, I'm going to take your life.
Yeah. I could see that.
That's one of the, in a sense, that's that's the main conspiracy, is that Chris Benoit was murdered and Nancy and Daniel were also murdered.
See, I'm on the fence with it, because with the CTE, like, I could see that happening, because there are certain places in the brain that if they're damaged, it really ruins.
You're not yourself.
No, you're not. And then I could also see the vindication from Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah.
Trying to get back at them, and he is just. So when was Nancy and Kevin, like, when
were they together? In the mid-90s. Early to mid-90s. So when Kevin Sullivan.
So it was at least a 10-year span.
Yeah.
Give or take.
A little less.
Say 95 to whenever, 2002?
Let's see. Hold on. When did Nancy Benoit divorce Kevin Sullivan? 97.
Okay. So then her and Benoit had been together.
They were together for 10 years. Chris and Nancy were together for 10 years.
Okay. So that literally was a 10-year eating at your soul, because you lost your wife.
Yeah.
who was one of the top leading ladies in WWE.
Yeah.
And someone else took her from you. WCW, excuse me, WCW. And someone else took her from you.
Yeah.
And if you're angry in that much, that much of rage of he took her from me
in his eyes,
my idea. This is his eyes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You stole my wife from me.
You stole her from me. She was mine.
Yeah.
That is 10 years of rage. 10 years of just pent up aggression.
Yeah. And
just sit there and think about it, because when did Kevin Sullivan depart?
When did he leave WCW?
Did he leave or was he fired?
I think he was there through its entire run. Well, not its entire, the entire Monday Nitro run, which ended in 2000.
Okay, so that was 3 more years that he had to put up with them being there together, right? Like,
yeah,
Benoit and Nancy, him seeing them together behind the stage, behind the scenes, behind the ring.
Yeah, after WCW closed its doors, Kevin Sullivan was the lead booker for WCW until it ended in 2000. So in March of 2000,
Benoit went to
WWE
when?
That year, or yeah,
when WCW shut down.
Well, it was before. It was a little before.
Okay.
Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, right. Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn all left at the exact same time, and they all showed up on Monday night. When you see them,
isn't that when they walked out, and then the next night WWE picked them up?
You saw them at Monday Night Raw at ringside. Yeah.
That's when they quit, and then
it was in the same week.
The next day.
As soon as they left, Vince was like, "Dude, come over here, because you guys are top guys, and if Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo can't see that,
right,
I got you." And Eddie and Chris,
right.
Eddie beat Brock Lesnar. Eddie Guerrero, little Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar. Was booked, yeah. And then Chris Benoit, a 4-time, won the Royal Rumble in 2004, and that same year won the main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think he tapped out Triple H.
Very nice.
The cerebral assassin.
Yeah.
The game.
Yeah.
The king of kings.
But that's kind of why, so what was William Regal to Kevin Sullivan? Can you tell me that?
They just worked at WCW. William Regal used to work he came from WCW as well.
Okay.
He was talent under WCW.
With the way that
these people didn't show up at WWE until WCW shut down.
Yeah.
Vince bought them.
Yeah.
And then merged the two.
I mean,
in the greatest year of pro wrestling I've ever fucking seen.
Listening to Benoit's first son,
David,
from
his first marriage,
David, listening to Nancy's sister,
yep,
listening to Eddie Guerrero's
nephew,
Chavo,
Pepe,
and then listening to Jericho talk about how much he loved his wife and son so much. That was his world. If it wasn't them, it was wrestling.
Well, if you remember when they introduced Chris Jericho, when they introduced him into that doc, do you remember the first thing he said?
No.
If you think I'm going to sit here and talk shit on Chris Benoit as a in-ring performer, then fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I guarantee any wrestling fan who knows their shit, who has watched Chris Benoit since 1995,
right,
or before, even in New Japan, but who has watched him on Monday Nitro and then on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and anyone who's been in the ring with him will tell you Chris Benoit in the ring was one of the best to do it, if not the.
Yep. Well, I remember at the beginning, someone said that they wrestled him and
it was Chris Jericho.
Okay, and he didn't take a bump right, or he missed a cue or
a drop kick
or something, and he didn't take it right. So when he went back to the locker room, he
did 500 squats.
He watched him and he was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I fucked up. It was me. It was my fault." He's like, "Well, what are you doing?" He's like, I have to do this. It wasn't just squats. They
Yeah.
were like gorilla squats or something.
Gorilla
heavy.
squats. Yeah, he was doing gorilla squat. 500 gorilla squats.
Because he fucked up. But that's
Yeah.
how dedicated he was to keeping himself
the best.
The best.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how Stu Hart trains people.
Right.
That's why I don't get the Natty Neidhart hate, because she's that way.
Yeah.
Stu Hart put that mindset in everyone he has ever trained.
Right.
Wrestler, boxer, kickboxer, whatever. If you've met Stu Hart and worked with him, that's the brain you have, whether you want it or not. Whether people watching wrestling want to believe it or not, that's it. That's how you are.
Yeah.
So if Natty Neidhart's on Raw and she fucks up a move with Maxine Dupree, because that's all she's doing right now is just that.
Yeah.
If she botches up, I guarantee you she's in the locker room beating herself to death.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, to think that how much Chris Jericho loved Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
How much Eddie and Chavo
they were brothers.
And
Rey Mysterio.
How much Benoit loved them, loved his family. I mean, you would think at that point he would reach out and say something to one of his closest friends, like, hey, guys, something's really wrong with my head.
I'm fucked up.
Something's going on, and I don't like it.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to put happy sprinkles on Chris Benoit.
I mean, I'm going to have to go with the conspiracy theories of him having.
He was murdered.
He was murdered. I do not think, just listening to the very minimal that I have listened to and that you have said today, I really don't think he would have taken that way out. Even with CTE.
Yeah.
I think with CTE, he would have been more aggressive, more violent, or he would have just been completely stupid and been like, oh, here's the bathroom, and take a piss in the stove.
Well, I know there were reports that Nancy and Chris
had multiple altercations,
started to have some beef.
Yeah.
But a lot of people blame it on steroid use.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've taken steroids when I've gotten sick to help enhance the antibiotics.
Yeah, well, this is like workout.
I know, but steroids. What I'm saying, just normal sick steroids.
Yeah.
Makes you feel different.
Right.
Like hot flashes, and you can't control anything. Like you can't control your eating, you can't control your feelings. Like,
yeah.
But unless he was using copious amounts of steroids, I don't think he would have.
Yeah.
I mean, even when, just the minimal steroids that I've been on, I've never once thought, hey, fuck this.
Right.
I hate everything. And I know he wrote a note in his journal. They found his journal.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for bringing. I forgot about that. Thank you for bringing that up.
I understand he started doing that whenever, right after Eddie passed away, to get his thoughts out. And that journal, I feel like, was literally words to Eddie.
Well, and
wherever Eddie was,
the Bible that was found next to Benoit, Chris, had a note in it. Do you remember what it said?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll see you soon.
Yes.
Eddie, I'll see you soon.
Eddie, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
But wasn't he in the car and either his car broke down or someone called him or something? It was that Friday on his way home, or Thursday on his way home from somewhere.
Well, on the Friday, it was when he called Chavo and said, hey, Nancy and Daniel are sick. They have food poisoning.
Yeah, but I thought like the day before or something, he was in the car and they said his phone call was very weird.
Yeah.
It was Chavo that said that. I'm pretty sure it was Chavo that said that. He said, I called him and he answered and it didn't sound like him. Like something was off. That
was when he called Chris about, hey, we have the house show.
Yeah. He said, I'm going to pick you up at the airport. And he
Yeah.
said that whole interaction was off.
Yeah, that's when he had said that Nancy and Daniel have food poisoning. They're not feeling good, so I need to stay home and take care of that.
Yeah, but he said the way he said it was weird.
Yeah. And then that's when he said, "Hey Chavo, I love you."
I love you at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that phone call.
Yes.
But that was Friday.
So again, how are you going to act if there is a gun pointed to your head? How are you going to act if someone is in the car saying that your wife and son is at home and we have a gun pointed to their head?
Yeah.
You need to tell your friend everything.
Oh, you mean like this? If it was a hit on Chris?
Yes.
Somebody
was. You were in the car.
Somebody, hey, you
and
tell
Nick
answer the phone.
Answer the phone and answer it normally.
Say
or
this.
Your wife and son are
or I'll
dead.
kill your family. Yeah. That makes sense. I never thought of it that way.
Think of it that yeah. So like what if you're in the car and Nick calls you and someone's got a gun to your head saying, answer it and talk normally. If not, your wife and kid are dead.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, here, write me a fucking script. I'll read it.
Yeah. But you would say, I'm not going to be able to be there. Gunner and mom and
Gunner and Tab are
sick. And
I need to take care of them.
I just need to take care of them right now. I'll be there before the show.
Nick would say, yeah, man, for sure. Do what you got to do, man.
Exactly.
Or AJ or and Jason.
If you said, hey, dude, just wanted to let you know, or like when you hang up the phone, love you, guy. Love you, man. Wouldn't that send a lot of red flags? If Nick did the same thing to you?
If I sensed a tremble in the voice, yes.
But that's what he said.
Yeah.
Chavo said that
the way he said I love you.
The way he said I love you was weird.
Yeah. And it wasn't just I love you, man.
It was
all right, I'll talk to you later, dude. All right, love you, bro. All right, love you too, man.
Right. It was I love you.
I love you. Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I come at me. I really think it was a hit.
Even
WWE was trying to hide some fucking secrets.
It's been 19 years and I still don't know.
I'm gonna call a hit.
Yeah.
I really am. I really wish they would open the case back up.
Yeah.
I wish they would open the motherfucker back up, bring out the evidence again, and put some good detectives on it, because we didn't have what we have today back then.
Yeah. Yeah, things have certainly changed over the past 20 years.
And I 110% believe it was Kevin Sullivan.
I just don't want to say that I think Kevin Sullivan did it, and then it comes back to, no, Chris Benoit actually did do it. And I'm like,
I don't think he did.
I
really
but
don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. No. I get that.
Yeah, because I don't want to sympathize with someone who killed their son and wife.
Yes, but if big huge if for me.
Right.
For me,
yeah.
If he did, then absolutely I would claim it to be CTE, but they could also be using CTE as an excuse as to why.
I don't know the way they did the brain study on him after they dissected it from his body.
But how long?
Immediately.
How long?
Immediately.
It was literally immediately after he died. Like after they found
when you get the body, right, you put it in the corner van and you take it to have the autopsy done.
It was during the autopsy when they did the brain thing.
Yeah, they studied his brain.
Something tells me no, because your love for someone with as much love as he had,
yeah,
tells me that you would fight that.
Yeah. Well, he had the brain of an 85-year-old man with Alzheimer's too. Remember that?
I know, but
think of someone who has Alzheimer's.
I mean, I could understand your spouse.
Yeah.
But your child, your innocent 7-year-old child who has done absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Unless he was thinking about being with them together in the afterlife where there was no more pain. You know, those weird religious people that do that. Oh, there's no more pain in heaven. We'll be in heaven together. I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of different ways to look at it.
I'm looking at it as he was a
victim. I'm on my I'm standing on the fence post. I can't jump to a side. if I never do,
I
that's
have one leg
fine.
over on one side and the rest of my body on the other.
Yeah.
I I I need to watch more. I need to dive more into it and see more evidence of what's going on.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure there's a whole Reddit thread
I
you could find.
personally think he wouldn't have been as clean.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been as clean with it. I think he would, with his brain the way it was, and hey Eddie, I'm gonna meet you in heaven, and we'll be together soon. Like, I think he would have done a lot worse.
I think just Eddie's death
Sent him over the edge.
Yeah.
But why?
Because if you remember, they said he never came off of that.
And honestly, I wouldn't either.
Until he died. 2 years.
I wouldn't either. But then again, you got to kind of pull up your big girl panties. In my instance, you'd pull up your big girl panties and be like, hey, I kind of have to continue.
I've got my life to live. My best friend would want me to continue my life with my family and honor him.
Yeah. I'll be there for his wife and kids.
I will. Yeah. And I'll live my life in his honor.
And the way
memory.
that Vicky Guerrero was talking about it is they were literally brothers. Yeah. She was sisters with Nancy. Like, they were
she thinks even Vicky Guerrero thinks Chris did this.
I don't know. They didn't actually specify in the documentary that we watched.
Yeah.
Like, I would think if you had that much brain trauma, that it would start to show earlier. It wouldn't hit all at once.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's throwing me off, is it wouldn't take 2 years for a brain injury to show up like that.
Yeah.
I'm personally right now going to say it was a hit.
It was a murder. It was a triple murder.
It was absolutely a triple murder.
That's fine. I mean, there's millions of people that think that too.
Again.
And I think, honestly, with this, really, if you think he did it or you think someone else did it, the way I look at it is,
we lost a great man.
Maybe nobody's wrong.
We still lost a great man.
Yeah. We lost a great performer. We lost a great wrestler. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say we lost a great man.
Until everything comes.
Until someone was like, hey, he fucking did that shit. And here's the proof that he did do that shit.
Yeah. I don't see it though. But like,
as a fan of wrestling, I was a Chris Benoit fan.
Yeah.
Of the wrestler, Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
I love watching his matches. And I'll always be down to watch Chris Benoit matches. Yeah. Because in the ring, he's one of the best of all time. If he was alive today, I'm sure he would still be kicking ass.
It just kills me though. Like, thinking about it, like, dementia patients just start slowly, like forgetting, hey, I forgot to eat breakfast, or hey, I forgot my cup of coffee, or hey, I kind of forgot where I'm going.
Right.
Why wasn't that mentioned? Like, why did he really forget everything? Did he really, like, where was the forgetfulness coming in if he had CTE?
Yeah.
That's my biggest clue right there. But anyway, God, it's such a sad story though, like, just a 7-year-old child losing his life, and a wonderful woman, from what everybody else said. Fucking Daniel losing his dad.
Yeah.
But
David.
Yeah, David losing his dad. But I did like at the very end where he got to see, even though she wasn't his blood aunt.
His aunt.
It was his aunt.
Yeah. Nancy's sister.
It was Jericho that did it.
Yeah.
He put his number into her hands and her number into his hands and said,
you guys need to be reunited.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And, if I lost my best friend, And, like there was a rift between like me and Hunter or me and Alex. Like,
yeah.
And someone that knew us both was like, hey, you guys need to reunite. I would 110% be so fucking game.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
I haven't seen you in X amount of years.
Yeah.
I really love you because you are, I mean, well, those both are my godsons.
Yeah.
So I would want to see them again. I love that though, that they were reunited.
Yeah.
The ending was, it was rough, but it was kind of happy on a good note that they got reunited again.
Yeah.
That was heavy.
Yeah. There's a lot of well, it's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
I think you better quit.
Talking that shit. Or we be leaving with the dumbbells around your neck. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to this episode. Yeah. You go pee. I will set up for our live stream that you hopefully watched with us and our very dear besties, Jason and Alicia.
Come back and watch it. Come back to YouTube.
Yeah.
Or go watch it on YouTube.
Bye.
Thank you guys for joining us on this episode.
Check out our link tree since we don't have a website anymore.
Nope.
You can find our listening platforms, merch store. Shauna has candles from Bare Naked handcrafted candles.
We're supposed to be getting our candles very soon.
Shout out to her. We love her and her craft. She's amazing. Erin's fine too, I guess.
Oh yeah, Erin's spices.
Erin's spices.
I can't remember the name of Forged Spices.
Yes, he made it. I made a logo for him and he doesn't want to use it, so fuck his dumb spices. Basic shit. No, I love you, Erin. I can't wait to try your spices on all of my burgers, steaks, pork chops, and chickens. Chickens.
You said chickens.
Okay.
But yeah, we are going.
I can't wait to cook with them. I'm so stoked.
We are also with Bare Naked Candles, Bare Naked Handcraft Candles. We are going to have our own scents and our own candles. Hopefully, it works out. We are going to get.
We are. You're not.
Soon. So once that also goes live, that'll be again on in the link tree. So go check it out.
Bare Naked Handcrafted Candles is an unpaid sponsor of the Grace Taproom podcast.
Yes, I know. I gotta do the fucking.
I know.
I gotta do this. Yeah, I know.
Shauna, Erin, we love you both so much. Friends for life.
Ever. Twinsies.
Yes.
Twinsies. Me and Erin are twinsies.
Even though you're gay and don't drink that much anymore, if you want to be less fun, Erin, that's your problem.
Still love you anyway.
I love you so much, buddy. Shauna, we love you so much too.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
And check out the new cool shit that I put in the merch store.
Yes. My picture.
Get your gray 316 t-shirt.
Yes. And your trash can tabby shirt with me and a raccoon sharing a beverage.
Yes.
And then Gunner with his belts.
Yes, his belt and someone else's World Heavyweight Championship belt that he got from Raw.
Still cool as fuck. Thank you guys so much. I have to pee really bad.
Thank you for listening.
End it.
Tune in next week because that's the bottom line, because the tap room said so.